moon disappear at 12:43 a.m. on this haunting August 2nd, 2025? A red void pulsing through your window that sends a shiver down your spine? This emergency broadcast reveals a cosmic horror beyond the night, where psychologically it's lunar illusion distorting your perception of safety. And a 2025 study shows 84% feel an unsettling dread when the moon vanishes. Is a spectral void emerging? Subscribe now to face this mystery. Is a red pulse throbbing where the moon faded? The hallway darkening with an unnatural hum that makes your heart race as you back away in fear? This broadcast drags you into a psychological abyss where existential anxiety heightens your fear of the unknown. And the 2025 study warns 84% feel a disquieting presence when the night shifts. Could a spectral void be nearing? Stay tuned for more. Did a silent void replace the moon? The attic quivering with a presence that chills your blood as you tremble in its glow? This emergency plunges you into a psychological trap where lunar illusion unmoors your sense of reality. And the 2025 study confirms 84% sense an otherworldly entity when the night grows dark. Is a spectral void revealing itself? Don't miss the next twist. Does stay in, pulse from that sinister fade. The basement echoing with a hum that feels like a command as you press against the wall. This broadcast locks you in a psychological cage where existential anxiety fuels your terror of the outside. And the 2025 study notes 84% panic when the moon's absence warns them. Could a spectral void be trapping you? Subscribe now. Is a faceless shadow looming in that abyss? The yard drenched in rain that amplifies your dread as you back away from this moonless night. This emergency thrusts you into a psychological vortex where lunar illusion turns the sky into a threat. And the 2025 study warns 84% feel a ghostly presence. Could a spectral void be stalking? Stay with us. Why does a warping night pulse from that void? The balcony shaking with an otherworldly hum that threatens to pull you into the storm. This broadcast drags you into a psychological nightmare where existential anxiety fractures your sense of place. And the 2025 study reveals 84% feel pursued when the moon distorts. Could a spectral void be closing in? Keep watching. Did a glowing dark rise from that void? The wall trembling with an unseen force that floods your mind with fear. In this damp space, this emergency locks you in a psychological abyss where lunar illusion amplifies your dread of the unseen. And the 2025 study warns 84% sense a spectral gaze. Could a void be watching? Subscribe now. Does don't leave. Pulse from that dark order. The door creaking under the rain as the red void casts a shadow over your defense. This broadcast traps you in a psychological snare where existential anxiety heightens your fear of stepping out. And the 2025 study confirms 84% dread such commands. Could a spectral void be guarding you? Don't miss it. Is our reaching void lingering from that fade? The night roaring with a storm that blinds you as you shield yourself from this moonless dark. This emergency drags you into a psychological hell where lunar illusion turns the sky into a predator. And the 2025 study warns 84% feel ensnared. Could a spectral void be close? Stay tuned. Is a figure emerging from that void? The radio crackling with an unearthly rhythm that fills this room with dread as you step back. This broadcast locks you in a psychological cage where existential anxiety shatters your calm. And the 2025 study notes 84% feel hunted when the night reveals such forms. Could a spectral void be free? Keep watching. Why does a towering dark wail from that void? The forest echoing with a desolate hum that freezes you as you crouch in hiding. This emergency thrusts you into a psychological vortex where lunar illusion consumes your hope. And the 2025 study warns 84% feel doomed. Could a spectral void be winning? Subscribe for more. Is a growing shadow pulsing from that fade, the porch trembling with an ominous hum that drives you back in panic. This broadcast traps you in a psychological abyss where existential anxiety ends your stability. And the 2025 study warns 84% feel their end. Could a spectral void be rising? Don't stop now. Did a faint hum ripple from that void? The cellar darkening with an unseen presence that terrifies you as you hide in the shadows? This emergency locks you in a psychological snare where lunar illusion heightens your terror. And the 2025 study warns 84% sense a spectral sound. Could a void be calling? Stay with us. Is a cracking dark lingering from that void, the rooftop trembling with an eerie pulse that drives you to crawl away in fear? This broadcast drags you into a psychological hell where existential anxiety shatters your sanity. And the 2025 study confirms 84% fear collapse. Could a spectral void be breaking through? Subscribe now. Does night ends pulse with a towering void from that fade? The abyss swallowing your last hope as you collapse under this relentless dark at midnight? This emergency broadcast traps you in a psychological abyss where lunar illusion seals your fate. And the 2025 study warns 84% feel their end when the moon's absence prevails. Could a spectral void claim you? Watch the full horror now.